from Fredericksburg, Texas, and I'm talking to you today about the Texas Master Naturalist class. I just took it, the commencement is today, and it really opened my eyes to the world of nature. I've always been an outdoor person, but I have learned so much from taking this class. In fact, I really didn't know how much was involved. We've learned so many ologies. I told my husband last night, I said, I'm just about ologied out because we've taken climatology, herpetology, ecology, geology, but you learn that it's all so important in the whole scheme of things and the whole scheme of nature. So I'm so glad I had that opportunity because I was thinking more along the lines of plants and butterflies and birds, and which I love, but
Debbie Thompson. I live in Kerrville. I was born and raised in Baytown, Texas, so down on the Gulf. And I've always loved being outdoors. We always camped. But my career I had a lot of hours. I was an engineering tech advisor, so a lot of those were in the office, so I didn't get outside as much as
volunteering, of course. My husband and I have been volunteering in Fredericksburg for a couple of years now at the Fredericksburg Lady Bird Johnson Nature Park, and we love doing that on Tuesday, so we plan to continue doing that. But also, I want to continue to learn. I mean, this is just the beginning for us. This is absolutely just the beginning. And in fact, I'm already scheduled on May the 22nd to take a monarch class. And so I'm looking forward to that. And there's so many opportunities out there, and there's so many learning opportunities now because of Zoom and webinars, and you just have so many opportunities to learn. So I'm looking forward to doing that and making a difference in our community.
Run this program and the intense training, so much you get to learn about so many different things, and everything from weather to bugs, geology.
It's amazing what this group does and what they can do. I mean, it's so important. It's so important for our future. And I'm just looking forward to being a part of it. And I'm also looking forward she has done a tremendous job under some very, very difficult circumstances. And she made this thing work seamlessly. She had a great committee, and we were just very, very fortunate that we had the leadership that we did, because it was a difficult and trying situation, I'm sure. It was very hard for these class members and class committee members to be able to work together under these extreme circumstances. But it was a great experience, and I've gotten to know so many of my classmates, and we share stories about our places and what we're doing in our different cities. And it's just been an amazing experience, and I just want to move forward. And
so it gets you out more, maybe a little past something you would normally do, but be able to get out and maybe work in a different landscape than you have at your home. Maybe work in a cactus garden, or maybe work with kids somewhere. And so I love that there are so many opportunities.
It's just an exciting experience. I wish I'd done this a long time ago, but it really has opened my eyes to nature. I find myself looking at every little thing, birds, flowers, grass, trying to identify these things that I wouldn't have done before. You just kind of go through life, and there's a lot of things you miss, and it really has opened my eyes.
Hi, I'm Jeff Schwartz, and I live east of Boerne, about 10 miles, and have lived there for about 7 years. I grew up in the hill country, sixth generation in Boerne, actually, which is part of why I wanted to get into the Master Naturalist program, was just to learn more about nature. I've always been outdoors a lot, and it was just a way to learn a lot more about nature, about the things that I enjoy doing. Second benefit is the community in which I live is mainly retirees and from somewhere else. They're not from the hill country, and they ask a lot of questions. And so this will actually make me a little bit more knowledgeable.
I live in Fair Oaks Ranch, Texas, just south of Boerne, and I'm part of the newly commencing Master Naturalist class for the Hill Country chapter. And the most exciting part for me of the program has been learning so much about the various approaches that are available to be the best kind of steward for landowners. We have some property, and it's easy for me to feel overwhelmed by all the things that need to be done. And when I've been to places like the Kerr Wildlife Management Area and seen that over the course of more than 50 years, they have put these beneficial practices into effect, and it's making a difference. So I'm encouraged by that. And the other thing that I have really loved is connecting with people. We've had these smaller study groups. It's been kind of a change to the program this year because of all the COVID protocols, and it has been such a gift to get really connected with the people who live in my area. And then when I've gone out to volunteer, for example, last week I went out to ABK to do some volunteer work, and a couple of the women from my little study group were there, and it was so exciting to see one another and to be with one another when we're out there at work and getting to really see these beautiful places, to experience all this incredible wildlife, and then to make a difference, to be able to be feet on the ground and helping to volunteer. So it's been a gift.
And I live in Bandera, and one happy day I met some people at my local hardware store that invited me to take this class, and I did, and I'm so glad that I did it. I am from Louisiana originally, and everything I planted here did not grow like it did in Louisiana. There you can throw a plant in the ground and step back and it goes whoosh. So here in Texas I have been defeated over and over because azaleas don't work in Bandera. So I jumped into this class, and I'm so glad because I've learned so much, not only about flowers and plants, but snakes, fish, bugs, you name it, water, and so forth. And I feel like I'm much better able to cope with the problems I have in my little 2 acres. And just very happy I've done this. I've learned so much and hope to continue
Anything that you
learning.
remember from this class that stands out in your mind?
I think it's been more than one. It's been just a lot of ahas. There's been a lot of aha moments where there was just information that we received. It's been something that I've always wondered myself, and we've received information that just kind of filled in gaps that I've
What does it mean
had.
to you to be a land steward?
So one thing that I've learned this year that has been different, that has changed my thinking, is that there isn't just one approach. There are lots of different approaches, and they can be implemented in a variety of ways. And so there isn't one blanket answer, you're either doing it right or you're doing it wrong. There are all kinds of different approaches, and all of them can make beneficial impacts over time.
Thanks so much.
Yep.
hear me now? Nice story, right? Wasn't that beautiful? I would like for mentors in the room to come forward all together, and we'll start our first step of commencement. I have to look at them because I want to tell them something. Okay, tall girls in the center. You are the mentors of the spring 2021 class, and you have done an amazing job in a very challenging year and a half. And I want you to be recognized as one of the new Texas Master Naturalists for all of them. I want you to know that your service as a volunteer is exemplary, and what you've done, what you've offered, what you've supported in the last year and a half to the 25 new Texas Master Naturalists is unprecedented. I know that it took time, it took Zoom, it took some meetings, it took field trips, it took phone calls, it took emails, and I thank you for all that. I want to tell you under your tutelage, this group of 25 Texas Master Naturalists, besides the 54 plus hours of required lectures and field trips, provided over 815 hours of volunteer service in 3 months. And about what I want to tell the class is that in your gift bag is the book, A Sand County Almanac. And this is a traditional gift, a commencement by the Hill Country Chapter to the new Texas Master Naturalists. And Leopold writes, there are some who can live without wild things, and some who cannot. He says there are delights and dilemmas for those of us who cannot. We are those who cannot. And here's to our future delights and dilemmas. Today's your day. Congratulations. Linda Miller wrote an email to me late last night. She's not present, and I want to read that to you. Greetings, officially certified Texas Master Naturalist. Can you believe this? We all survived COVID, snowbed, invasives, star thistle, dewberry, orbiting fish slime, and not an infectious eye sty? Yes. Do thank me for not sharing that. I am missing your bright and shining smiles today. I do know that commencement is just part of what we share. Deep inside our hearts and souls, so much more ahead to discover. As I ended my personal water management presentation, I now leave you with one truth. That is, rock and roll with the Zuni Bowl. I think that's an inside joke in Bernie. Congratulations from Linda. I got a message this morning from Jerry Gentry, and she's ill this morning, and she's not present, and she misses being here as well. Hopefully that they're not on Facebook right now, they'll be able to see the recording that Catherine makes in commencement for them, but they're with us in spirit. Okay. Janet Baxter. Congratulations. She's going to have Please keep going. Congratulations, Jenna, and thank you, Nancy. Okay, we have a father-daughter team, Patrick Conley and Denise Stanton, with mentor Wendy Leonard. Congratulations. Trues Everhart. Where are you? Trues Everhart and Teresa. Thank you. Okay, we have a couple, John and Linda Fiore, with Sherry Wilson and Sharon Hickson. Sherry and Linda, congratulations. And John and Sharon, y'all want to if you want a group photo. Thank you, everybody. Trudy Florence, where are you? Trudy, and Paul Hardy. Bronson. Okay, we have another husband-wife team, Dan and Ann. Dan and Ann are going to be, the gift bag will be presented by Larry Estridge. Dan's mentor is unable to be here today, Fred Walton. Thank you, Larry. Photo op. And then our Bandera contingency, Dot Garlow and mentor Ron Childers. As I said, Jerry and Jim Tree's not present today, but we're with you in spirit if you're on Facebook. Congratulations, Jerry. Patrick George and his mentor, Eldon Shepherd. This is a dynamic duo. Elton is a mentor that can get anybody through the textbook. Patty and husband and wife team. Awesome. We need to get those spouses in these classes. And next, Alice King and Carla Stang. Krista Lovett and Sherry Wilson. Congratulations. Right. Dot Maginot. And Kelsey. Congratulations. Kara Milligan and Janice J. Hardwick. Linda Miller's not here. I read her note to you, and I hope, Linda, that you're doing well with your own Facebook right now. Nelvin Sadler and Sarah Hilder. Vicky Schmidt, and Vicky Booker. Jeff Schwartz and Terry Ashley, his mentor. Okay, Lucy Spade and Pat Lucas. Congratulations. Louisa Stone and Rick Morgan. Debbie Thompson. Debbie's mentor, Nancy Huffman, cannot be here, so Becky Etzler from Riverside Nature Center is doing the honors. This is one of the places where Debbie volunteers. And here comes Phil Youngberg, with his mentor, Bill Gibbs. As most people in the audience know, the course is completed when the course is completed. That means the required classes are done, completed by the students. And to be initially certified requires 40 hours of volunteer service and There are people in this 2021 class who have achieved that benchmark. And I would like to ask Carla Stang and Elsa Roberts to come forward. Traditionally, this is our presentation of the certification awards by the president and the membership director.
All right, when we call your name up, you will come up and receive your certificate that is certified by Elsa and some other master naturalists folks in the state office, and it's very nice in a frame. And you also get your first dragon fly pin. This is the initial dragon fly pin that everybody in the state of Texas knows if you are a certified master naturalist. All right, first of all, John Fiore. Congratulations. And Linda, here are you. Exact same number of volunteer and ATL, so I have a suspicion that they probably did everything together. All right, Tree Lawrence, right? Two other students are not here. That's Jerry Gentry and Linda Miller. They both received their initial certification. So, Victor Smith. I think he really picks up traction